that you all are doing well, and thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you all have a blessed and happy day today. So let's begin. I've been working on a project, and it's been a very fun project, very challenging for me, but I'm finally finished and I'd like to share it with you. A lot of the lace and items are from Ooh La La Vintage Treasures Snippets of Gratitude kit, and the other laces are from other shops, and then a lot of it from my own stash from my mother. So let's begin. So I made a vintage La Princess Rose journal slash folio. And I've also made a bag for it. And so it's La Princess Rose Journal. So La stands for the in French. So I wanted to have French inspired because this reminds me of a vintage French rose diary. So that's what I came up with. But this was a very challenging project for me. But I wanted to show you something. I've been working on my pleating my lace. So my mom left me a pleater, and I've been working on some pleated lace trim and stuff like that. So that's been real fun. But I've been having fun with that. But I just wanted to share that with you. But it's in here. So let me show you this first. This is a glycine bag from the Snippets of Gratitude kit. And I Rit dyed it baby pink. And I added this lace here too. And this beautiful trim. And I just added some tulle there. And then inside is the lace that I've been practicing. Let me get this out of the way. So if I ever sell this this journal, that I would send it with extra goodies, and this would be part of it in this envelope. So the glycine envelope. So I pleated it here down in the middle, and then I also sewed a ribbon here on the edge, you know, so you could cut it and put it on a page or whatever you'd wish. And then I did this kind with tulle. So I double layered the tulle, and then I stitched it down the middle. That one was a little challenging. And then this one here, I made just a simple pleated lace that you could put on the edge of a page or on the bottom of a page or whatever you wish. Even around, you could possibly make a shabby chic flower, you know, if you went around like this. So you could make a shabby chic flower and then put your gem or whatever you wish in the middle. But I just wanted to share that with you. I've been trying to polish up my sewing on the sewing machine that I have, the pink sewing machine. So I will put those in the glycine bag. And this right here is a purse to hold the journal folio, the La Princess Rose journal. And it kind of reminds me of a lingerie bag. I made it out of like satin or silk fabric. So it's real dainty and just, you know, just dainty and just soft. So it's real soft. And this lace came off of one of my mother's shirts that she wore all the time. But don't worry, I washed it and cleaned it. And so that goes like that. And I just tied some of this lace from the kit, Ooh La La kit. And I also sewed where there's a handle so you can hang it. I like to hang a lot of my journals up and use it for decor and try to keep them off the shelves so I can use my shelves for holding cardstock and papers and supplies and stuff right now because I'm limited space. So here's the Snippets of Gratitude lace here as well. And I Rit dyed this baby pink. And I used this bling that my mother left me too. You have to see this up close. Isn't that beautiful? It's sparkly, sparkly love. And then this trim I got off of a shop here on YouTube. I will leave it linked down below. And then this one here that reminds me of French or France is from my mother. And then I love this. This is from Ooh La La Vintage Treasure too. And I just attached it right here. But I think this was blueberry tea or the cherry tea. I don't remember. But that's what I dyed the silk with. Or I think it's either silk or satin. And I dyed it with the blueberry tea, one of the teas, and it came out like this vintage, it almost looks like avocado pink. It's so pretty. So there's the front, and let me show you the back, and the back just looks like this. I love this lace right here. And then I trimmed it out on the inside as well. So I put 2 layers of lace here. And then I put another brown. I love this chocolate brown, this deep chocolate brown trim is so beautiful. And then on the inside, I put more of that lace trim there. So let's take a look at the inside. Little sneak peek there. It's always fun. But let's go ahead and take this beauty out. Sorry about that. Make sure I didn't break it, huh? Slamming things out on the table. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'll move this right here. And I just let this dangle down there. And here is the journal. Folio. La Princesse Rose journal. And I have a couple of these frames. They're pretty old. I don't remember where I got it, but I painted it with silver and gold to make it look vintage. And here I used a shabby napkin, and I used Ooh La La Vintage Treasures paper that she wrapped up the kit in behind the napkin. And then I'm going to turn it around. So it has that crinkly sound when you touch the journal. And this is a very well-made journal. This is very, I took my time and sewed everything. Everything is just in good, very, very well built. So I sewed the front and the inside, and I sewed it all the way around. And then I added this tea-dyed tulle lace right here with the pearls in it. I love this trim. I think it's beautiful. And then I added 3 ways to tie it. So I left all this lace on here. I liked it a lot. So I didn't cut it off. I like the way it looks. It makes it look vintage. And I put 3 ties in here using Chanel baby pink dyed fabric. So let's go back to the frame. So I've painted the frame silver and gold to make it look vintage. And I added Ooh La La Vintage Treasures rose there. And I tied it right here. So you could actually take it out, and I'm going to take it out so I could show you. How I did this in the frame. I love this little, I think she called it a corsage maybe? But it's so beautiful and so shabby. That's what inspired me to make the purse and this journal. So before I sewed down the napkin, I attached this to, inserted it through the holes so it would hold the rose. And I also put pearls on the inside of the frame to make it look more feminine. Just wanted to show you that. And I love the frame. So I don't pull this on accident, I'm going to go ahead and tie it. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and put the rose back in here and tie it back up. So this journal folio is very, very sturdy. I worked super hard on this, so I hope that you like it. So the back also has the same trim as the front, tea-dyed trim. I love this napkin. It's so pretty. So let's go ahead and open up this beauty. Let's untie the Chanel ties. It's so soft and so beautiful. And see, the Chanel matches with the outside of this bling right here. So this opens like this, and it opens just fine even with the frame. Let me move all that out there. Can you see? Yeah. Okay, so let's start here. So I made 2 fold outs. Okay, but let's start over here. La Princesse Rose. This is her kingdom and her castle with her lake and her swans. And I love swans. And what also inspired me to do the La Princesse Rose journal was this beautiful French writing there and more French writing here that was in the kit. So I love that so much. And then I just used this to tuck this in here. And then in here, I inserted my own, I took my own pictures. So here is Princess Rose. And I took this and I printed it out on a matte photo paper. And then I just attached some more of that chiffon there where it hangs down, and it goes into this pocket there. And then also this was in the Snippets of Gratitude kit. I just added some stickles in the clouds to make it look magical. But that castle looks about the same as that one, so I figured it would be perfect for this. And then on the back side, I just put some of my pink Rit dye paper and an applique, so you could write anything you would like on the back. So there's plenty of places to write in this journal folio. So I hope that you like my picture of Princess Rose. And then it just goes into this pocket right here. And then this opens. And then over here is a beautiful pocket, and I put some pink sea beads there on that antique pin. And this was in the Snippets of Gratitude as well. I just love this so much. It's so pretty. And it looks like this has been Rit dyed too. So I love that a lot. And then you can journal on the back. So it went perfect. And I put a tea dyed rose applique over here and put my coffee dyed paper back here. And I sewed everything. And then on this pocket, I just put a rose applique for La Princesse Rose. And these beautiful Rit dyed bows. I love these bows right here. So in this pocket was La Princesse Rose swans. So the paint back here is actually, I think it's called spearmint green. So it's so pretty with pink. Because on the color wheel, pink and green are opposite from each other in the color wheel. So they go really well with each other. They're my favorite colors. So I asked my husband to paint most of the house we are renting a spearmint green. So I have all my pink with it, and it's just beautiful. So here's her swans with her roses. And then I just put some snippets up here. And then you can journal on the back side. So that just goes here in this pocket. And then this one opens. And then down here, let's see, this is my coffee dyed paper with tea dyed rose here. And then I did snippets of lace. Let me show you the lace up close. So I have this hanging down here. Sewed everything across there. And then this is dangled here. And then here's the front of the journal. The little journal, but let's look at the pockets here. I put a pocket here, left it open for anything that you'd wish to put in there. And then here's a little miniature journal made out of baby pink cardstock, and it has kind of like a shimmer to it, so it's kind of like just shimmery cardstock. And then I attached the vintage lace here, and see there's a rose there. And there's a rose there. And I tore it to make it look vintage. And add 2 dot stickers there. And tea dyed parchment there. Coffee dyed snippet. Now this is, I wrote on this with muslin, and I used my glass dip pen. If you're interested in watching me make some of these with my glass dip pen, just leave a comment down below and say you're interested in watching me create or make some of these glass dip pen writing sentiments. Or we could actually put some clusters together. So maybe you can even, ask me to use a favorite word of yours. And this is the Rit dyed paper, so that's vintage. And it's actually a calligraphy pen, but I'm learning to do that. I just haven't done that yet. Another snippet there. More of this brown paper. I love it. I love how it crinkles. And then there's Romantic Cluster. Wrote it with that pen. Okay, so that goes right in there. So let's take a look at this little journal here. So it's sewn into this extra flap over here. So on the front here is rose cardstock, and it's shimmering. It's very beautiful. And then more tea dyed parchment there, and a snippet here. And I tore every page and inked every page to make it look vintage. And then I added this little charm here. And pleated chiffon there. And here is a little bag I added, and I put lace on both sides. And on the inside is a sentiment, lovely. And I wrote it with that pen, the glass dip pen, on muslin with some beautiful lace behind it. And I sewed around it. So I just added it right in here. I love this fabric. It's so soft and beautiful. And here's a rose charm. So pretty. So feminine. More pleated chiffon. Rit dyed baby pink. So here's the signature, and I put a bling heart there. And here's the other side of that bag, and I put lace on both sides of this bag as well. And then this opens up, and I put a little notebook in here. So there's lots of places where you can journal and write in here. You know what I did right here? I took a piece of lace and dipped it into the ink pad and then pressed it onto the paper. So it's like stenciling almost, isn't it? So I had fun with that. Just something different. And then here's Princess Rose's shoe, her high heel shoe. And there it is. So there's plenty of writing space in here. You can write anywhere and have lots of fun with this journal folio. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that this inspires you to make something beautiful. So I hope that you all have a lovely day, and I will see you soon in my next video.